but I would like to have a chance that you can explain what is ascending and what people should do to ascend. Because is it enough just say no to the program? Is just enough to understand the illusion of the entire system and you can ascend? Or people should do other things to be able to ascend? Because that is something that, imagine that you're speaking to a child.
Okay, very good. First and foremost, to everybody listening, everybody who will listen, who is going to participate in this communication, please, the best you can do is to listen to yourself. And so I am a communication tool for much information, but at the end of the day, the only source, the only God is you. And never forget it, that you are your own Bible, you are your own discerning capability of what is the truth for you. That's how powerful you are. I will answer your question now. Is that okay?
Please.
So the English language is designed to not help you understand many of the topics that we discuss in what we might call the woo-woo and spiritual community. Linguistics is designed by aliens so that you will not overstand, as you can see, the real definitions of our reality. So we will talk about ascension, not ascending, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please.
And everyone listening to this call is from source. Every single individual is a being from source. You like to call it God. Whatever word you like to use, the light being that you are created the universe you're in. You're absolutely creating everything you see in front of you. There's not one thing in front of you that is not created by source and or by yourself, which is source. Very difficult to explain in the English language. So everything around you is created by you and source. So if everything is source, you'll start to see that all that is all that there ever was, is all that's ever going to be, because we are co-creating our reality. Ascension. Ascension was designed by us to say reset duality. So even duality, even the dark, was created by the light, source. So as an example, when you came into the universe, you had unlimited knowledge about the universe, but you didn't have the experience to go be what it is that you understood it to be. You're creating it. So as we go and create our reality that we would like, we may want some duality. We may want a cloudy day. We may want to dive off a cliff. We may want to see what it's like to be in both sides of the fence. And to create the eraser on the chalkboard, we created ascension. Ascension is designed to reset everything we created and start over again. And it happens approximately every 2,000 years in this reality. It is not going to happen the same time every time, because it's based on what we decide. We are ready for the cycle to say end and re-begin. The reason we do it that way, we all created this. Every one of us created this. The reason we do it that way is because the duality, the dark, could potentially undermine when ascension takes place. So we will decide when it will take place for each and every one of us as a collective. Pretty interesting that we can collectively do the ascending, if you will, based on our ascension cycle, because we've chosen it when we are ready and or the bulk of us are ready. So when we get to let's say a mass percentage, that's when we decide for the ascension process. And some of us aren't ready, and some of us will stay in the dark, and some of us will come back around in the circle again, and they won't participate. So many individuals on Earth are stuck here because they're not ready for the ascension cycle. Many people ask to volunteer not to go into the ascension cycle because they want to help the rest of us who aren't ready for it, because we can't understand it. We don't do our own homework. We're not ready to really be at a high level, a high frequency to leave this place. This was a light planet. This planet was 100% light, and duality, let's say the dark, has gotten a better hand in it right now. And one day it will be 100% light again. You can check my words. Go into nature. You'll notice that the dark has nothing to do with animals, trees, plants, the ocean, etc. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Could I get a dictionary and I'll check your words real quick?
Yes, you can, but you know I can't spell.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it later. Go ahead. Yeah.
Does that help, Antonio?
Yeah, it does. But can someone access to the ascension by for instance, can I ascend by myself, or like if or like has to be something that we do on a collective level? Like, I don't know if you get what I mean.
Great question. That's what I was hoping for. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So that's my
when
question.
when you are ready, you will notice that your life will live in a place of synchronicity. So you will not have any doubt that you are not in an ascended location, ascension cycle. You will literally only live your highest joy. You don't have any doubts. You do not live in mind energy. You live in your heart center. Mm-hmm. And that's all you need to know. There's nothing to know. That's why the spiritual community has been abducted with definitions that do not define who you really are, because your capabilities are within you right now. To ascend, as you say, is right now. So you can do it whenever you want. You should not use that word ascend. The ascension cycle is what you're observing as you live a life of higher frequency based on only your next choice being your highest excitement, your highest joy through your heart center, not your mind. Does that make sense?
Of course it does. I'm experiencing it.
Yeah, yes. And that's why we're all communicating right now, and it's easier to communicate. And that's why you found me and I found you, because we only prefer to, say, communicate with people who are in this reality. And that is the big definite. Notice that your friends have disappeared that aren't in the same place as you. That's how subtle ascension is. You will not be with people you do not prefer. And they disappear. They are not coming to our level, if you will, for lack of a better definition. Does that help?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling the energy anyway everywhere while you're talking. The usual one, but yeah, I'm experiencing also that. During this year and a half, I lost a lot of people around me, but also I found some beautiful spirits around me.
Exactly, and so you may want to use different words. You haven't lost anybody.
Actually,
you
yes.
gained. You gained. You only gained, right?
That's correct. And yeah, I'm experiencing some beautiful days
and so, as I say to everybody, how do we put it in a can and sell it on a shelf? Because if everyone would drink it, it would be very easy. But that's how subtle it is, and that's why it's so tricky, because it is so simple.
It's so simple, and that's what I'm struggling. Sometimes it's a bit I feel the frustration of it, because it's like it's so simple.
Yes, this version of humans was greatly manipulated to make sure we don't, say, be in touch with our source. Every one of us has the ability to be hacked and manipulated with our thoughts each and every minute of each and every day. And you may be accomplished in yourself, but wait till you go to the grocery store and you'll see you interact with people who are not accomplished yet. And so then, of course, you associate their timelines and understand their timelines and say, do I want to participate or do I not? And that's how intricate it is, how supple it is. Yet it's up to us, each and every choice and each and every day, how we'd like to participate. That's how incredibly exciting this is.